Hi everyone, so today I just wanted to do a quick comparison between the four foundations that I've been using on and off recently and just tell you about my experience with them. Um, First I'm going to start with Juice. It's a CC cream, and I started using this because I wanted to just do the natural route and eliminate any preservatives and chemicals that I put on my skin. Now this is a multitask product. It is organic, I believe. So it does have the certified, there you go, the certified organic seal on there. It is a good product. I'm fairly happy with it. I couldn't find the right color for my skin tone. So I had to kind of go with the closest, and that's probably why, even though, it's, as you can see, it's mostly done, it's finished. But here I go again, trying to video single-handedly. But so this is, let me see. Bear with me. So do you see that it's not really the right color? It's close enough. I could get away with it, but it wasn't. When I put it on, it did give a slightly different hue than I was comfortable with. So that's why I switched. Oops. I kind of switched it to a different product. I'll just leave this there. I'll take care of it later. The one that I'm using now, which is similar, it's not a CC cream, it's just a regular foundation. It's the Chantecaille one. And I like it because it kind of integrates well into the skin. And it gives a kind of a mild coverage, which is, I don't really do the high coverage ones on a daily basis. I only do them from, if I'm going to an event or something. Sorry about this, guys. I'm not very, and as I'm doing this single-handedly, it doesn't really look that good. But when I put it on my skin, it does absorb really well, and it kind of looks very natural over time. Let me just give me a minute. Sorry, just give me 1 minute here. Let me do this. There we go. Let's see. Oops, give me one more. Let me just do this completely. Let's get it absorbed. Do you see? So on my left hand, the left hand side, it looks as though it has nothing on, but the right hand side, the shine doesn't seem to go away for some reason. Maybe I'm just not blending it well enough. But do you see there is a slight color difference between the two? So these are the ones that I use for daily wear when I don't want full coverage. And then these two, the Hourglass Immaculate. What number is this? In the color nude, and Chanel number 30, I believe this one is. Yeah, this is the number 30. Where is it? I can't find it, but it is the number 30, I think. And so I like Chanel one. I like the color, I like the coverage, everything is good about it. But Chanel products, unfortunately, are 100% chemical. They are just not doing the green route. I don't know if they have any plans on getting on that bandwagon, but they still have not gotten on that bandwagon. And as the research is coming out, when you put chemicals on your skin on a daily basis, it could kind of have adverse effects on the skin, because things do get absorbed into the bloodstream. So that's why I kind of wanted to do something more natural. So I only use this when I want to do like a date night, or I'm going to an event or something and I want full coverage. So I don't use this on a daily basis. But as far as coverage goes and the quality of it and how it sits on the skin, it looks really good. And then this one, the Immaculate by Hourglass, it gives full coverage. And okay, here we go again. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try and put it on this one. Bear with me. Okay, so a little does go a long way. However, on my skin tone, and it does give, oh, I'm so sorry about this camera thing. Do you see, it gives perfect coverage. Like, it makes my skin look so immaculate. So it has a very apt name. However, as it oxidizes throughout the day and as time goes by, it does get a bit darker, or at least it did on my skin. So when I put it on first thing in the morning, because I did used to use this as an everyday foundation, simply because this is kind of half chemical and half natural. So if I were going to give it a score, 1 being kind of green and natural and 10 being completely chemical, this would be around a 5. However, when I would put it on, let's say at 9 in the morning, I would leave the house, so I would put it on around 8:30, and I would leave at 9. Around 1 or 2, I could see a color difference. So it would get darker, it would oxidize, and you know, it got kind of on the orangey side for me, even though, as you can see, it doesn't seem to be that orange to begin with. So let me show you again. Do you see? It's kind of more on the beigey side. If anything, I think it looks kind of more like grayish than orangish, if that makes sense. But when I would put it on my skin throughout the day, it would get more on the orange. And I also should mention that I usually wear this, which is again by Hourglass, the Mineral Primer, underneath my foundation. So I do take that step in order to kind of prime my face. And sorry about my nails, I just you know, don't have time to do my nails that often. But anyways, this is really good. This is again it's more on the natural side. So if you are looking for a primer that's natural and actually kind of takes care of those oily zones that I totally have. I have an oily T-zone. This does help a lot. So I'm very happy with this. I started using, I bought these two at the same time. I've obviously stopped using this one. So I'm not going to be using that or purchasing that anymore, but this is actually, I think, my second or third. So I'm very happy with this one. If you want something full coverage and you don't really mind it being on the chemical side, then this is a really good one. And this one is kind of more on the natural side. It is a bit pricey. I believe in the US it retails for about $77, if I'm not mistaken. But a little goes a long way. You can use it with your fingertips, or I sometimes use it with my fingertips or a brush. I did try out the Beauty Blender, but it just wasn't for me. So I either use it with my brush or with my fingertips, and you don't need a whole lot. I just maybe would put it on 2 fingertips, and that's enough for me. But then again, I'm not looking for a full, like a full-on heavy coverage. So yeah, this is a good one. Oh, and this is in the color Cream. And you know, this I think is really good for an everyday usage. If you don't have a lot that you want to cover, provided that it matches your skin tone. I hope that they do come out with more shades, but unfortunately, even though I like the product itself, the color just doesn't work for me. So I will have to part ways with this, even though I really like this brand. Okay guys, I'm sorry if the video was a bit, it had too much motion in it. I hope that you find it helpful. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.